Ooh, that butterfly matches my boots. It's gonna be so cool. Nobody's gonna stop me. Okay, we're getting hit. Oh, that butterfly's back. See that butterfly, dude?
They couldn't handle not stealing my motorcycles.
Just look at that. Look at it. Today, we're gonna do something we've never done before. We have been invited down to a Ducati dealership. They've said, I wanna give you the keys to a brand new Ducati and see how you like it. By the end of this video, maybe we'll have a new Ducati. Maybe I'll stick with the R6. Let's see how this goes.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Squid6. You can call me Squid. I am so freaking excited about what we're on our way to do. For me personally, I haven't ridden a ton of bikes. I figured I'd try and run through the list of things that I have ridden. I started on a GSX 250R. Yes, I am a Gixxer boy from the beginning. That was my first street legal motorcycle, and I had it for about 3 months. I'm super happy that I started on a bike of that caliber, because had I not, I would have made mistakes that would have led to much worse outcomes. After the Suzuki GSX 250R, I moved immediately from that to one of my all-time favorite motorcycles, a 2014 Ducati 899 Panigale. And I know it's quite a jump. Holy crap, this guy is going so slow. Pearl white 899 Panigale with bright red wheels. I had that bike for I think 2 or 3 years. In hindsight, I wasn't ready for a jump that big in power, so I didn't really know how to put the power down or take full advantage of all of the tire that I paid for. After riding it for 2 years, I decided that I should do something smart, something not very Squid-like, and level down. Not level down, but I wanted to get a better feel for what it was like to better manage the power. I drove 2 hours away from where I lived at the time, and I picked up the very last in the entire state brand new Yamaha R6. Yamaha blue with the Nardo gray or like matte gray accents. I probably would still be riding that bike today if what happened didn't happen. So 2 months after getting that motorcycle, coming back home from work, pulling into my spot, lo and behold, motorcycle was not where I left it. I came home to a pile of drilled out little metal bits and no motorcycle. 2 months later, at this time, I still have the Ducati and I had the R6, which had just been stolen. Insurance agreed to pay out on the R6. For 2 months, I had time to pick out what bike I was going to do next. You know? The Ducati, I was like, this doesn't really, I still don't feel like I got enough experience. So I'm going to try and trade it in for something better manageable. I decided to go with an S1000RR because why the heck not? I went in, I test rode one. It was brand new, 0 miles. I was impressed by the technology and everything, so I was on board. I had decided I was going to trade in the Ducati on the S1000RR. The day comes finally to trade it in. I put my helmet on, I walk downstairs. It's like 6:30 in the morning. Couldn't believe my eyes. Ducati was gone too. And so after that, I ended up moving states. I decided I didn't want to be in that state anymore because they couldn't handle not stealing my motorcycles. And when I moved, I bought this R6, and now I have a garage that I can put it in and have it be extremely safe. So that's my current motorcycle experience. Outside of that, I don't really borrow any bikes. Of course, I think I've taken some around the block here or there or sat on some or whatever, but this feels like an amazing opportunity because they're dealership bikes. They're not owned by anyone yet other than the dealership, and I'm here to shed some light, give my opinion on what I think it's like to ride something that I've never ridden before. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're trying something different. I'm so excited for this experience. I love riding. I definitely love trying something different, but this feels like the perfect situation for me to be able to give you guys some input on riding something new. So we're on our way there right now. We're gonna be there very, very shortly. I'll see you guys when we get there.
All right, we have almost made it there. Dude, I got butterflies. I'm excited. It's gonna be so cool. Very nice, very nice. Oh, oh, he's got the shirt. Let's go. Nice shirt. How's it going, man? Good? Yeah. It just came right at me, tried to attack me. Had to pull out some ninja moves. I'm gonna do a quick little lap. See what you guys got. This is a V4S that I rode. Look at this. That's sick. So we got some used bikes over here that we can take out, maybe put a little bit more miles on. So this lineup right here. So if there's anything here you guys want to see me ride, let me know down in the comments. Definitely going to take that at some point. New Triumph dirt bike. How's it going? Some speed triples. Daytona 660. And then yeah, I want to take that. I asked, they won't let me. Very nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty much brand new. I think it's got 2 miles on it. I'm not saying don't ride it.
Yeah.
Please ride it.
All right, let's go for a rundown on how this thing works.
Quick and easy, man. Pop key up in there. I'll give you the 5-second rundown and then
Whoa.
kill switch.
Okay.
Starter. Walls to neutral, fire up. Over here, mode buttons and switches, right?
Yeah.
Press the mode button down, hold it. It's gonna pop up. You want to switch it to street, sport, race, whatever.
Okay.
Put it in sport off the rip.
Okay.
So, simply put, medium is going to be all the power, but it comes in gradually.
Okay.
Or engine high is going to be all the power, but it comes in. This is directly connected to the throttle brake. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When it's in medium, it's going to kind of taper in.
Yeah. It's going to be more immediate in race.
Exactly.
Yeah.
More of a direct feeling.
There it is. Wow. Yeah. Probably be back in not that long.
Just be safe.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thank you. Alright, so the thing that I'm most nervous about actually is the fact that I just switched my bike in a GP shift and I'm struggling to learn how to do that. And now I'm going to make it more confusing on myself because I have to switch back to regular shifting and then immediately get back on my bike that does MotoGP shifting. Now I feel like that is something that wouldn't be that hard to remember, but you'd be surprised. Wow. This is very different than an R6. Here we are. Dude, this thing is sick. There's nothing cleaner than just a red Ducati. Really what I'm here to do in these videos is I'm not here to give you like technical reviews and be like, it's got exactly 400 horsepower. You know, I'm here to tell you what my personal opinion is on the motorcycle and see how it compares to like what I like to ride. So right off the bat, what I can tell you is the V2 riding position is different in the way that it's more comfortable. I could tell the difference right off the bat. The suspension on these bikes is great, especially coming off of my R6. It feels a lot more comfortable. It definitely feels more like an $18,000 motorcycle in comparison to my R6, which is supposed to be a $12,000 motorcycle. I believe that this is a hydraulic clutch. So my R6 has a cable clutch, which does make the friction zone less forgiving, where the hydraulic clutches tend to be easier to. So I do actually really like the hydraulic clutch for riding around the street. I don't know how I'd like it in extreme corners and things of that nature, but we're gonna give it a shot later when we try it on the highway. First thing you do if you get this bike is take off those mirrors. I don't know what it is about mirrors. I don't like them. I think they're ugly in every situation. Even those Rizoma mirrors that stick out, I think they're very, very cool looking, but they also are very, very expensive. Now, when I had my 899, I did do bar end mirrors that stuck out here, and I really only had the one because I think in that state I was only required to have one. I mean, laws and stuff, but ooh, that butterfly matches my boots. Probably the most prominent difference between this Ducati and my Yamaha R6 is this seat. This area right here is so small on a Ducati. It's amazing 99% of the time. I'll tell you the one time that it's not though. Anytime you're going over a medium-sized or large-sized pothole, the bike just turns into a nut crusher. there's a very simple solution to this, which is just grip with your legs. This thing's beautiful. Just look at that. Look at it. I think that's enough talking. I think we should actually hop on the bike and go for a little ride. Shout out to MotoEuropa. They are the dealership that are allowing me to do this, and I could not be more appreciative or thankful that they're letting me ride their motorcycles. Chris is the guy that was walking us around the bike, but he's a super cool guy, and of course I ride with Matt. I've had a great experience so far. So again, shout out MotoEuropa. Thanks for hooking this up. Thanks for letting me do this. Looking forward to a long relationship with you guys, and we're also working on a few other things, so who knows? You might have a bigger reason to stop in the store sometime very, very soon. But let's get this thing going. Let's get it on the road. Woo, she's got some torquey, boy. God, the power delivery is just, it's so smooth. The shifting is buttery smooth. Oh yeah, definitely bringing me back to my Ducati days. From what I remember about that motorcycle too, you really had to get it in a higher RPM to feel the power. I have no idea how much horsepower this bike has. I mean, this feels like a cruiser in comparison to the R6. So Ducatis have a reputation, and from personal experience, they run on the hotter side. So there's a fire in my pants, and it's because of this Ducati. Going for a nice little cruise through the park. It feels so agile and like nimble, like you can just cut into wherever you need to go. They've made a huge upgrade in terms of cushion and comfort from when I had my 899, because that was one of my biggest gripes, was that it didn't have like any padding on it. But here we have more than enough padding, and the way they've situated this seat and the seat right behind it, I can feel myself bumping into that cushion, and it just feels nice. The bar position too, like I think they stick out like much wider. More like something that's meant for cruising, so I feel like this bike is more versatile. And I mean, overall this is just like an amazing mid-level bike. I would strongly consider this, like if I were getting into motorcycles again, over the ZX6R. This thing, it's got class, like it's refined. I know the price, there's quite a price difference, but I think you get a lot of value for what you're spending on this motorcycle. Okay, we're getting hit. Come on, lady. Jesus. It's because I'm not wearing the Don't Hit Me shirt, dude. Woo. I love that sound. It's just so mean and aggressive. Sounds like it's gonna rip your face off. But then the levers and controls, they're more refined. They're like on a Rolls Royce. My papa drives a Ducati. I definitely want to hear some feedback from you guys though. Let me know down in the comments. What are some things that you want to know about motorcycles? I mean, I did the walkthrough of the dealership. We have access to a lot of those bikes, not necessarily all of them, but let me know in the comments down below. Is there a bike that you want to see that you saw in their showroom? Are there specific questions that you want answered about the bikes? What information are you guys looking for? Because there's my opinion on stuff, but I can also help fill in some of the gaps if you have questions for Chris or Matt. He likes it. You saw the showroom, you saw the bikes that I have access to. Of course, they will be rotating in and out, so I'll take advantage of whatever comes our way. But let me know. Nobody's gonna stop me. Well, we've done a little bit of research, and with these newer bikes, I have a limited amount of distance I can travel because we still want to be able to call it a new bike. It's not necessarily a demo. I think I have figured out some corners that we would be able to hit not too far from here. That's where we're going to head. Got some torque, brother. God, that's like a different bike up there. You have to get this thing up past like 9K RPM, and it just like
it starts to rip. And we're not even in race. That might be the other thing, which, if my calculations are correct, I should be able to switch it over while we're, see if we can. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's so much more alive.
This was a mistake.
Failure.
Wow. Well, that sure was fun. Oh, that butterfly is back. See that butterfly, dude? What an experience riding this motorcycle was. I mean, it is so different from the R6 in so many ways. This bike is so well engineered, and you can tell that the whole bike just like communicates within itself and designed for the purpose of providing a smooth experience, where I feel like the R6, it's more raw, high energy. The R6 is dead up until about 10,000 RPM, and I think that there's a similar spot on this motorcycle where, you know, if you're looking to just cruise around town or putt around town, like, this bike can do that. If you're looking to hit corners, this bike can do that as well. Once I opened it up and got into those higher RPMs, this thing really woke up. If you're looking for a good mid-range bike, this is a good option. You definitely have to go out and ride one for yourself, but the way that they took all of the things that you touch, I mean, the shift lever, shifting gears, it feels so smooth. It's so buttery going through every gear. The hydraulic clutch, it's much easier on your hand, in my personal opinion. I'm a huge fan of that. But overall, like, the bike just feels, it handles so well. And comparing it to the R6, it's just, the R6 feels more raw. It feels like it's going to rip your face off. It's not as forgiving with the clutch or with the shifting. It's more clunky, but it all depends on what you're looking for. This is a refined experience. The R6 is more of a raw experience. That's the best way that I can describe it. But huge shout out to MotoEuropa for letting me borrow this bike. We put a good amount of mileage on it. This thing is absolutely beautiful. You guys got to let me know down in the comments, which do you think looks better, the Panigale V2 or my 2020 Yamaha R6? Let me know. Also, what do you want to see me ride next? We have some options. We can go for like I know they have a Husqvarna 701. We could do Ducati Monster. They also have some V4s in the showroom. I might be able to work some magic with those. So definitely let me know what you want to see next and what questions you want me to get answered for you. If you like this video, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to see what we have coming next. We have some cool surprises in store for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.